if you have follow-up questions following this webinar, please reach out to either Adam or I. The information is on your screen. And again, Kim Taylor in our marketing department will be sending you out a link that will give you access to this webinar, both the audio and the PowerPoint that's included. We're available to answer any of your questions. We had great attendance nationwide for this webinar, and we thank you for reaching out to Scarbrough, allowing Scarbrough to take up an hour of your day and share the information that we have. Adam, did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
No, I think we've done a pretty good, I hope we did a pretty good job at covering, the basics of ACE and kind of walking you through what to expect coming up. I guess the biggest thing that if you don't walk away with anything else today is to walk away that know that two things is, one, if you're a Scarbrough customer, we're on the ball, we're ahead of this curve. And if you're not, make sure your service provider is. Because if not, we're going to have problems. You will have problems clearing your goods through customs. You will pay storage, cargo will sit, things of that nature. I guess I have a couple of minutes here. I will talk about as we transition into ACE more and more, you are probably going to be getting some questions that you've never had before from your broker. Because as ACE, as customs becomes more data hounds and wants more data, they're asking for additional parties information. So they want to know who else is a party to that transaction. Previously in that legacy system, we were worried about the importer, the exporter, the manufacturer, the consignee. Now we have things like first delivered to parties and sold to parties. And while that seems, oh, that's simple, customs also wants their information. So now we're talking about their EINs. From an FDA perspective, they're asking for contact information, names and phone numbers and email addresses. So there is a part of this that is changing, and customs expects you as that importer to understand more about your supply chain and those parties that are inside of your supply chain. So be prepared as we move farther and farther into this, that you are going to start getting those questions. I know the first FDA pilot that we're working through, I sent a spreadsheet of questions to the client. It is information that we don't readily have available to us. Once it's provided, we obviously store that information, but just kind of be expecting that as we go, that you might start to get questions about those additional contacts that are needed. And it's not because the broker or whoever just wants more. It's because customs is requiring us to submit those.
Thank you. So the last thing I would do is say that this is our webinar for today. If you're interested in the workshops that are coming up in Iowa and or Kansas City, or we need to host those workshops in other locations and or provide individual workshops for your company, please feel free again to reach out to Adam or myself here, and we are happy to do that. We're happy to come and visit with you and set you up with reports and show you how to run them. So again, thank you for attending the Scarbrough presentation today on the ACE question and answer forum, and we will see you at our next webinar. Thank you again.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.